Alright, you geniuses, looking at volume of a cylinder today, and the way we do volume of a cylinder is it is like a prism, really, isn't it? So we've got our cylinder, dodgy drawing of a cylinder. Actually, can I do cylinders in here? No, I can't. Okay, so this is my cylinder. What we want to do is we want to find the area of the circle, and then we can times it by the height. So that will give us the volume of a cylinder. Very bad drawing here. Not very good at drawing on the computer. So let's try this. 2a I. The volume of this cylinder is going to be pi times r squared times the height. And so when we chuck that together, we got 180.955, or if we round it to three significant figures, I think it should be 181 centimeters cubed. Now let's do number 2. This one we've got some different values, so the volume is going to be pi times 3.2 squared times 4. What does this give us? 3.2 squared times 4 times pi, and we get to three significant figures, 129 centimeters cubed. Now this time in B we're finding the height of a cylinder, so we know already the volume, so we can go like this. We can go 37.68 equals pi r squared, so pi times 1 squared times the height, which is the one we don't know. And to get height by itself, obviously we're going to, that's 1 pi, isn't it? This is 1 pi. So we're going to go 37.68 divided by pi. And what do we get for our value there? 37.68 divided by pi is going to give me 11.99, or to three significant figures, 12.0 centimeters is my height. Now we can do the same for part 2. Now in this case my volume is 75.36 is equal to the area, which is pi times r squared, so 2 squared, equals, times my height. Now to get height by itself, I'm going to rearrange. I'm going to go height is equal to 75.36 all over divided by 4 pi. And I've just simplified this here to get that 4 pi. And that gives me, what does that give me? 75.36 over 4 pi. To three significant figures is 5.996. So 6.00 to three significant figures. Oh, it says give me answers to one decimal place, I think. Never mind, that's fine. Okay, number 3. Okay, I've got a cylindrical barrel of water that has a base radius of 30, and it's that high, and I've got to find the volume. Well, volume is equal to pi times the radius squared, which is 30, times the height, which is 110. Now, pop this all together, what do we get? 30 squared is 900, times 110 is going to give me 99000 pi. 99000 pi centimeters cubed. Now we need to find its capacity in liters. Well, I guess I should maybe first say what that is. So 3, 1, and I'm just going to round to three significant figures. Okay, that would be rounding to three significant figures. Now I'm going to change that in part B to liters. Now because liters is equal to 1,000 mils, and we also know that mils is exactly the same as centimeters cubed, so we can go from mils to centimeters cubed just like that. So then we're going to divide this mils by 1,000, so we should have, I think it's 311 liters. And then part C, we've got to find how many bottles of water can be filled from the barrel if each bottle holds 0.73 liters. Well, we just go 311 divided by 0.73. And unfortunately, I've rounded here, so you'd probably want to do your unrounded answer to get a more accurate one, but I'm saying 426, approximately 426 times. Okay, now for number 4, we've got to find the volume of the original cylinder before we cut the square hole in it. So the volume is equal to pi r squared. Now, the radius is 2.5, and the length is 32 centimeters. And what does this give us? 2.5 squared times 32. That should be a times, not a plus. Times 32 times pi gives me 200 pi. I'm just going to leave it as 200 pi, so I'm not going to round my answer at this stage. Centimeters cubed. Now we want to find the volume of the wood removed. Now you can see that this is a square hole. It's 1.5 times 1.5, but then it's a prism that goes all the way along here. So the volume of that bit that we've cut out is going to be 1.5 times 1.5 for the square, and then times by 32 for the bit that we've cut out for the whole length there. Which gives us 72 centimeters cubed, and therefore the volume of the remaining wood is going to be the 200 pi. Subtract that bit that we've cut out. Now what does that give us? 200 pi minus 72. 200 pi minus 72 equals 556 to 3 significant figures. Okay, well I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask on. Thank you.